Sports-A-Delics, what is happening? What is happening? Do I have a treat for you guys today, especially my cigar lovers? Coming at you straight out of the A. We got Big Boys Cigars, and they getting ready to break down for us all about their products, what's new in 2022. Come on over here in the studio as we get ready to chop it up with these guys. Big boys, what's going on? Jay, Rod, what's up?
What's going on?
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you, this is Rod. I have to tell you this story. I actually met Jay a few years back. Same location. We were at Havana. That's located 376 Auburn Avenue, and it was right at the beginning of the opening up, the lounge in Gwinnett County. Right at the beginning stages, right? And so fast forward, a week before last, because I was looking and I was like, he looks familiar. And then, I just said something to him in reference to, what he was smoking. And as he continued to talk, because, he got like that version of kind of like a DMX raspiness to his voice, right?
He does.
And so I came back to him. I was like, wait a minute. Didn't I talk to you when you tried to open a lounge in Gwinnett? And he's like, yeah. And so Hinton, I was just telling him, about, what I'm doing as far as I have two situations going on. My channel is actually part of a bigger network. And then I have, YouTube, and I too have some online cigar business things, brewing and some lounge, different stuff jumping off for myself as well. And we thought it'd be, thank you. We thought it'd be a great opportunity because, like I said, we have a really popular cigar series that we do through Sports-A-Delic. Sports-A-Delic is sports and everything else, just like funk and R&B mixed together. And so I have some different breakdown PSAs. Certainly I talk about sports, but I love the pleasure of a cigar in my mouth. Don't look at me like that, Rod.
Yeah, you said Rod looking at you.
No judgment.
But again, thank you guys for joining Sports-A-Delic. And what I would first like to start out, Jay, why don't you tell me who Jay is? And then Rod, tell me who Rod is, and tell me how you guys have formulated together Big Boys Cigars, what that is about, and how people need to follow you guys and keep this thing going, because I'm looking forward to your products. Okay.
Well, I'm Jay Gilbert with Big Boy Cigars. I am the CEO at the moment. Anything can happen in a company, get toppled over, and I can end up being the garbage guy. But right now, I'm the CEO.
Okay.
And we own our own factory down in the Dominican Republic. We've got the other. One of our other partners is in the Dominican. He wasn't able to be on today. His name is Ricky. So he's down there and making sure that the factory is running, making sure that the people are doing what they're supposed to do. He's there. And then my cousin Rod is here, but he has a whole different division. He handles the new thing that we're working on for Big Boys, but it's I'm gonna let Rod tell you a little bit about that. But for me, cigars, I love them. I've been in this business now for 9, almost 10 years, and I can't get enough of them. That's probably why my voice sounds the way it sounds. I smoke a lot. You know, it is what it is.
Okay.
I
Right.
would have been smoking out here, but I said no. Let me just relax and just do the interview properly.
Well, you're missing out because the interview would not be proper if I wasn't enjoying one of my cigars.
Hey,
Now, I know that you mentioned, that Ricky is there in the Dominican, and I know that it's critical because that's hands-on quality control,
right.
and that's very important as far as maintaining consistency. Because in the cigar business, uh, consistency is the spice of life. And when you think about Perdermo, when you think about Davidoff, when you think about Padron, you think about consistency. Every time it's good, every time.
Hmm.
And it's harder to sometimes maintain that quality control. So hats off to you guys being able to definitely get your pulse on that immediately. So what's up, Rod?
So, of course, the name's Rod. I'm Jay's cousin, just kind of like the other half of Big Boy Cigars on the silent end. Um, basically, we've been cultivating the idea of, going the way we're going now.
Okay.
Just to give the name out, it's called the Bluff, and it's an all premium natural leaf,
The
and it's
Bluff?
just the Bluff. So let me give you a little history on the name. So the name, the Bluff, is basically it used to be kind of like a project housing area where we grew up at, and
Okay.
I decided to go with the name because my dad, about 4 or 5 years ago, he passed away up there, so it was heavy for me. So to
I'm
pay
sure.
homage, to pay homage to both for my dad and where we grew up and just the area, the Bluff sound, I just went with the name.
Okay.
Just to give you more about the leaf, we had a few testers out there. Everybody likes it as far as it's a we we thrive on freshness. Same quality that Big Boy Cigars is gonna give, our leaf is gonna be the same because we that's our thing. We just thrive on just being the freshest out there, the taste. You'll be able to taste everything you smoke. So it's you know, that's where we're headed with it.
Well, first, certainly, I know still it may have been 5 years. I still wanted to extend condolences
Thank you.
because at the end of the day, I'm sure you still have some days where it seemed like it was yesterday,
Yeah,
especially when
yeah.
you have those relationships with your father, your mothers, and things. Now, Rod, I want you to also share with us very specifically this what products do we want to use this leaf with and why and what makes
Okay.
it different. And the reason why I'm asking this question is because I've been at lounges, just minding my business, sitting outside, and
Hmm.
some people that enjoy um, marijuana for their medicinal reasons.
Hmm.
I'm sitting here enjoying a top of the line Cuban Bahique, and they're like, "Yo, can I get one of those?" And I'm like, well, I don't think you understand. This is not I can't just have you busting this open. No, no, you can't.
Exactly.
This is not a Black and Mild or a
Exactly.
Swisher Sweet, any of that stuff. So would you be very specific, with the viewers about not just what your leaf is designed to do, but what differentiates you guys from because I don't want to down anybody's product, but I think if
Hmm.
people go to an actual factory and
Hmm.
see the process of Black and Mild and the
Hmm.
Swisher Sweets, they may not put it in their mouth ever again, you
I
know.
agree.
And
And
so talk about that for us, please.
so you hit a lot of key points. The reason why we decided to go with the leaf, because for one, we have been cultivating the idea. So normally we're at events, similar situations. People want to take a premium leaf cigar and split it open to smoke, smoke marijuana.
Right.
And so we decided to do that. And like you said, our thing is we thrive on just natural. Basically, we grow it, we dry it, we package it. That's it. No chemicals. And like you said, if the viewers would have had a chance to go to the factory and see what they do to the paper, excuse my language, I call the other cigars the hot dogs of the cigar world. You don't know what's in it. It's just out there. You know, it's more like a composite paper, so to speak.
Well, I just tell people the flat out truth. It's everything. I call it the buy here, pay here lot.
That's true.
It just didn't make the cut, and it's going to be some problems. It's going to be some problems. And whatever, and all things that's swept up off the floor, that's part of it too. That it is what it is. So there you have it.
So once you guys get the pleasure of smoking one of our leaves, I found out that they burn similar to our cigars. You can actually taste the weed that you're smoking. You can, and it burns slow. It burns slow. I've been told that it burns to the point where if you're not puffing it, it'll actually go out, waiting on you again. So that's what makes it stand out. And of course, the freshness. They love the moisture and the elasticity of the leaf. That's what I've been told.
Okay.
So,
well, I'm sure if you guys, I'm sure if there's some test dummies out there that they would love for you all to just sit them down and have them test, your leaves. I'm sure.
Most definitely.
Now, is it fair to say that y'all ain't bluffing?
Nope, we're not bluffing.
Not at all.
That's a great pun on that one.
I wanted to give it to you all. I think you all need to run with that. We ain't bluffing.
Of course,
we ain't bluffing.
Don't bluff. No bluff with the bluff.
Right, because you telling me, you born and raised, you're a Grady baby, and people already know they come to the bluffs. We ain't bluffing, I'm sure, right?
Of course not, man.
All right, Rod. So I just wanted to go ahead and give it to you all. Go ahead and type it in, get that on lock. And I think it's an excellent. Well, I think it's an excellent feel for for what you guys are trying to do.
I love it.
Now, with that being said, Jay, talk to us a little more about the cigar piece. When will we be able to take that cigar and put it in our mouth and
Well, do that again. Okay. So
when?
Right now, we're available online at bigboys.com with a Z. We are also in several stores throughout Atlanta, the southeast of Atlanta. Once you go to our website, you'll be able to see when you go to retail, it'll show all the stores that we're in in Atlanta and in the United States. There's certain places in Atlanta we've been trying to get into, and it's hard only because it's hard to tie down the owners. Get them to both sit down at the same time, because it's usually when it's one owner in a store, we can get in pretty quick. But when it's multiple owners, you want to tie them down just for a conversation and a smoke so that they can say, oh, okay, I do like it and I want it, versus, where they, they say, come back and we'll let you know tomorrow.
Well, those things are aggravating to me because I have found that, like you all are set up and structured based on strength and skill set. Cousin Rod, this is your lane. I ain't even gonna be all over there, and and you're over here,
right?
Because you never want to see, and I think people have to think more about the patron. Don't be restricting us from quality cigars because you can't get on the same page. There needs to be one point. Hey, you're doing the cigars. And usually it's only one of the business partners that really know about this.
Yeah.
When it really gets down to it, they don't know the notes. When they putting a cigar in their mouth, like, because when you talk about what you know, it becomes, and then because I'm going to ask you to talk very specifically about, you know, the notes in your cigar. And, but they don't know that. You know, like for me, when I go, I know Dominican, I know Nicaraguan, I know if it's Honduran, you know, sometimes a little Spanish leaf. That's what I like about Rick Rodriguez over at CAO. You know, he experiments to the max, and play around with all kind of different leaves and blends, you know, to produce, you know, different flavor. And so, so if you let me know, if I know where you're trying to get in, chances are I know who they are. And I'm just going to call and say, look, we don't have time for this. You know damn well you don't know anything about this, you know, so
Okay.
let's not slow down, you know, getting the products in here. You know, we're at a critical time in society. We need to really go out of our way to do more Black business. We really do.
Yeah.
You know, we
Yeah, you're right.
really truly do. And every time I'm down on Auburn Avenue, every time I have a flash in my mind, I just look, I say, damn, this used to be all Black owned.
Everything. You sure did.
Like I would have loved to just, you know, see it.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
love
great.
to just see it.
We should grow each other as much as we spend with the others, you know.
Absolutely, and I'm a big fan, you know, of that. I'm not one to, you know, to ask, you know, for anything. I understand in business everything has a price to it. You'll be surprised, and you know this to be true. There's people that don't understand that sweat equity has a price.
It does.
Yes.
It
You
does.
know, you know, and sometimes that sweat equity is priceless. I would say to add to that. You know, now would you? How many different blends do you have, and what's the uniqueness of those blends? And let me say this to my viewers: I was caught slipping. Normally, I have had the pleasure of, you know, these cigars in my mouth, and so I've been able to just come here and tell you which one that I prefer and why. But we're going to circle back. This will not be our last time talking with Big Boys, you know, cigars. And I have someone that I want to have try your leaves, your bluff, because you know, they constantly they done went all the way back to the old school.
Oh,
They
wow.
they using 1.5s.
Oh, wow.
They didn't went all the way back.
Well,
Well, it's because they taste more of the marijuana
of course.
because to your point, Rod, this particular person is very particular about, you know, their weed, and it's like I can taste more of the marijuana with the 1.5. He said that I got to smoke the shit in 30 seconds, but
Yeah.
you know, at least I can taste it
Yeah.
versus all that chemical and all that extra,
Exactly.
you know, stuff. And then I'm gonna come back to you, Rod, but because I have some other questions. But Jay,
Yes.
go through these blends. Do you have some of the product that you can put in our face? You know, as women, we like things in our face. Now, come on.
Well,
Okay.
when you go to, if you want to, you can go to Rod first, and I can grab a few. I was prepared, and I went upstairs this morning, got some stuff for Rod. He left. He left, came by the house and left, and I didn't grab the stuff for the display. Out of
Rod, now,
office.
Rod, let me tell you this because I
Yes.
told your cousin. I told your cousin that I'm coming. I'm gonna be armed. I'm firing off. I told him that I'm coming with
Okay.
questions because to show my appreciation for you all coming on my platform, I have to do some homework. I have to do some research, and I have to be ready to, because that helps you all really engage us with your product.
Yes.
Right.
You know, if I hadn't done any homework, it's like, you know, what are we talking about here, right? And so what we're going to do, I'm going to go to Rod, and then you're going to go get some of those displays, you know, so everyone can know the pleasure that's getting ready to come in their mouth. Now,
I
Rod,
appreciate it.
yes.
Well, far away.
Now, Rod,
Yeah.
Are there a flavor profile to the Bluff?
Not just yet. So we wanted to come out all natural
Okay.
because I look at the competition every time I go into a convenience store or a smoke shop or something like that. Because I'm like you, I do my homework, I do my studies. I like to know what my competition is doing. So not just of yet. Right now, I just want to come out with all natural flavor.
Well, I
Because
would
at the end of the day, like you said, people want to be able to taste the marijuana.
right because my thinking was that that would have to be very precise, just like with a cigar.
Hmm.
Now you're changing that blend at that point,
Exactly.
and then once you change that blend, does it actually mesh with the different types of marijuana?
Actually, nowadays versus back then, the marijuana is different. So actually, the marijuana got its own flavor. So I don't see a need to add a flavor on top of the flavor.
Right,
That's
and that's
not.
what I noticed. It's just crazy,
Yes,
and I've always kind of been confused by. Um, to me, it doesn't smell like what my parents were smoking
of course.
because
It
I'm
don't
like,
smell like pine trees.
I mean, it's overpowering, and now I am a fan of the CBD oil, the hemp oil, because I was a professional athlete. I think I think we should ask him to have muted his mic before he left.
Yeah, yeah, that would
You know,
help.
yeah, because
But I think it's ironic you said something about your people went back to 1.5s. Um, you know what I mean? I've been cultivating that idea too because it's a thing that's going around. It's not just the leaves itself. So just to give you a snippet, I'm actually looking into something else as well. So on
okay,
top of the bluff leaf, I've been already cultivating the idea of another line of something else too as well. Just to
okay,
give you guys a teaser of what I'm looking at as well. Because I just want to. The thing is, I want to be able to accommodate everyone.
right,
Because a lot of people, we got vegans out there as well. Some
right.
people, So I'm trying to cover all paths of it.
And speaking of the vegan tip, one of my friends is, I think, coming up on 6, 7 years being a vegan, and he lives out in Arizona. He's always calling me like, "Hey," and I explained to him, I'm real big on if it ain't broke, I'm not gonna try to fix it.
Hmm.
I get regular checkups, and if my doctor said, "Hey, my immune system is strong, my blood pressure is," because I still run and work out and do my thing.
Hmm.
Um, and then I told him, I said, "This right here is, you know, it's a leaf." I said, "So this is, it's plant based, and so nothing gets better than an all natural leaf, in my
Of
opinion."
course, of course. I mean, that's the whole thing about it. Like you said, the reason why I did that idea because we go to certain events and I mean, I just see a need for quality out there. That was my thing. Like you said, it's quantity out there, but I realize there's no quality like it. People don't take pride. The same pride that we take in Big Boy Cigars is the same pride we're gonna take in the Bluff. I mean, before we put it out there, we had to make sure we got the right leaf. Not any leaf, just the right leaf.
Okay, well, let me ask you this question, because I'm going to do the same thing to you. You should see this coming.
Hmm.
Do you have the leaf? Are we able to see the leaf?
I do not, as of
Okay.
yet. Only reason why because we're just waiting on the shipment. I mean, due to a lot of shipment, it's just slow. So
I can dig it.
no excuses, but I wasn't prepared. But I definitely, when you circle back, I'll have shirts, I'll have leaves, I'll have everything we need.
Well, I want you to also have that slogan, "We ain't bluffing."
I like it. I love it. Actually, I love it. Thank you for the
have
nuggets.
have that. Jay, before you left, you really killed us because we needed for
You
you to
did.
have muted. We needed for you to have muted your mic. We got the airplane, the dog,
I'm sorry.
the
Yeah.
neighbors driving by.
Well,
Mhm.
yeah, you probably got the planes and you got the dogs next door. He's blind, so he just barks.
Okay, well maybe the dog is bluffing then.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
So
God.
show
So
us what you got and take us through your blends, please.
all right. So we have 6 different faces when it comes
Ooh,
down to Big Boy Cigars.
okay.
Mm. We have the original Big Boy Cigar series. The one I'm going to smoke, I took it out the plastic. All right. So we have these are our original 3 sticks. The first one is the signature.
I need
Try
you
to
to
see.
move that over.
Yeah.
Well, I need you to take it out the plastic because my camera will pick it up better if it's out of
Okay.
that
Not a
cellophane.
problem. Not a problem.
Hmm.
Well, my camera should pick it up better.
Well, it's a dual thing. Trust me,
Is it?
it is. Hmm.
All right. So the first one is I'm trying to get it in front of.
That's perfect
So
right there. That's perfect right
it's called the signature.
there.
Now,
Okay.
the signature is a mild cigar. Um, it has different leaves in it, such as HVA. HVA, people don't really talk about it. Well, I don't talk about it because it's almost like it's our special leaf.
Okay.
It's a special leaf for us.
It's the
And with
it's the
that leaf,
signature.
yeah, but we use that leaf pretty much in all of our products because it's one of the leaves you just can't get enough of. So with this,
It also okay. So I'm gonna help my viewers out. Um, that's similar to like a broadleaf. A lot of people don't know broadleaf is it gives the most diverse. It's the most diversity driven leaf that you can almost blend it. Use it to blend. All over the spectrum, whether it's mild, medium, or bold. So
okay,
and also, I'm going to share with the viewers. He said that this is, his mild cigar, the signature.
yes,
What that means is, uh, those leaves have come, from the bottom of the tobacco plant. Um,
exactly.
you know, so, okay, go ahead.
Okay, so the signature is the wrapper is Habano 2000. It's a full Dominican filler, and when I say a
Mm,
full Dominican filler, this means it's a what they call a puro, a Dominican puro. The binder again, I spoke a little bit about it. It's HVA,
okay.
and we get when you smoke it. We designed all of our sticks to be smooth. We didn't want our sticks to have a roughness. We wanted to take you on a ride. And our motto for Big Boy Cigars has always been smoke and relax. So
Okay.
when you smoking this cigar, it's a smooth smoke, gives you coffee notes. In this particular one, you get some coffee notes. Depending on your palate, everybody won't get it, and you'll get some sweetness. Now, I pretty much recommend this for like beginners. Anybody who's
Okay.
starting out, first time, they've never smoked a cigar, this right here will, take them where they need to go.
What would you suggest would be a good pairing? Okay, I'm a beginner. Um, and I'm going to try your signature. Is there a particular uh, spirit that you would say pairs best with that particular blend?
Well, right now, I would go with when you say spirits, you're talking a drink. So what we're pairing it with now is a Dominican rum called Lalinda. It's a very
Okay.
nice Dominican rum,
Okay.
and we had an event this past weekend where we used Lalinda as the pairing, and everybody that was smoking a Big Boy cigar and they was drinking the Lalinda, they enjoyed it, and it really enhanced the smoke. It helped a lot, and it gave them what they were looking for. Me and this
Okay.
camera.
I have a question.
Yes.
Can you explain to me why Sports-A-Delic didn't know a damn thing about the event and wasn't invited? Can you share that with me?
Sports-A-Delic. Wow. I mean, you just coming from my throat. But I did put it on Instagram. It was out there. It was advertised all week. So anybody who's following Big Boy Cigars, which apparently, you didn't follow us in time.
Do you have my phone number?
Oh wow! Here we go with that one too. Yeah, I have your phone number.
Okay.
Let's tell the world. I can call her anytime I want to, player.
Well, obviously, except for when he's having a damn event. But
Okay.
I'm gonna call you after. I'm not going to do it on air. So
you ain't not gonna do it on air?
Yeah.
Oh, I got it. Let me tell you about the event that's coming up. We're gonna do the 1-year anniversary of El Jefe in College Park on Friday. The 1-year anniversary. Why is me and this camera isn't?
So should I, no pun intended, look for the smoke signal, or can we get a specific location, sir?
I'm giving you an invite. It's in.
I want you to tell the viewers because we want them to come out.
Well, I know it's on Main Street. I don't know the actual number of the store, but it's on Main Street. You can't miss it. It's the only cigar bar in College Park on Main Street. It's called El Jefe.
Yeah, I know. I went there when they first opened up. It's a nice little dive, very clean, and the staff, it's very, very friendly, very professional. So I know you're talking about El Jefe.
El Jefe. It's a real nice spot, and I mean, if you've never been to a spot where you could sit down, listen to a little jazz, and enjoy the atmosphere, you need to come out. And so I was going to get the address for you so we won't, I don't get chewed out about that, so. But the next cigar we're going to talk about is going to be, all right, so here's the address. El Jefe is located at 3386 Main Street, College Park.
3386 Main Street, College Park.
And they'll be celebrating their 1-year anniversary. And Big Boy Cigars will be there doing a cut and light.
Okay, a cut and light. Now, is there particular specials that you guys may be doing that? Hey, buy 3, you get 1 free. Would you just tell the viewers?
So what we're going to do, we have some real nice items that we raffle off. So when a person buys 3, they're entered into a raffle to get either a lighter or one of our new truckers caps. And if they want the grab bag, this is a bag that's it's a cooler. It's also a let me see how you say it. It's also a wine or spirit holder, so you could put a whole bottle of anything in it. 2 bottles of wine. It's like a cooler in itself, but
it's like the old school. I think it's the old school. It used to be called a cigar bar because it came with glasses and
right, similar to that. But
yes.
you can put anything in it that you want to keep cool and or preserved. You also can put cigars in it. And when you buy 4 or more cigars, you enter into a raffle for that. And we do the raffle, both raffles. We're going to do them twice in one night. So there's going to be an opportunity for multiple people to win. And then we have other things on the table that we give away, cutters. If a person can answer certain questions, like what's the most expensive cigar in the world, I'm throwing that out there now because if you can answer it, I got a surprise gift for you for those people.
Well, what we're going to do here at Sports-A-Delic, certainly if you connect with me, if you choose to connect with me prior to then, I will be more than happy to donate some items, for your raffle, because I am swag stacked over here.
Well, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's not talk about it. Be about it.
I try to support, Black business every chance that I get, and people like to win stuff. Let's just be real.
Yeah. If you're giving away something, people are there. Right. That's the bottom line. People love free stuff. How about that?
So what you giving away?
What am I giving away?
Right.
I give away a lot of stuff.
Okay.
You'll see. Come to the event.
Okay. Cigar number 2.
Yeah, cigar number 2. I give out my phone number too. I have these little cards, got my number on it.
Okay.
I give that out all the time, all day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as well, I mean, if I'm available, I'll be there as well with some bluff leaves too, just to add to the pot as well. So.
And viewers, as I told you all, they ain't bluffing. So we want you all to come out, to the event, support both businesses at the same damn time.
That's right.
All day.
That's right. So this next cigar is called the Savage. It was the second cigar we ever made.
Savage?
Yes. And it is what it says. It's a Savage. This is my favorite stick, my first favorite stick out of our collection. This one here, it's a Robusto.
I love Robusto.
Yes, I mean, that's the best smoke. You can smoke that real quick.
Would you explain to the viewers what a Robusto is? Just, so they can understand. I like for people to be educated at the same time. I've always said, if you're going to be putting it in your mouth, let's know what it is.
What you're putting in your mouth.
Right. Okay.
So Robusto is a short version of, it's a shorter version of a stick. Now, there is an exact length of a Robusto, and I want to say it's a 4.5 inch. Robusto is usually 4.5, less than 52 on the gauge, and it's not going to be big. It's going to be short. It's going to be an easy smoke and a quick smoke. You can usually smoke a Robusto within 30 to 45 minutes, depending on your smoke style. If you smoke fast or if you smoke slow, your time will fall in between 30 to 45 minutes.
Right. And I've always recommended, particularly, to us as women, I say, hey, go in on the Robusto. It will be probably one of the only times in your life that you really thoroughly will enjoy 4.5 inches. Go ahead.
Well, I tell you 180 hot. Yeah, she killing me with this one.
She keep one in the chamber, don't she?
Yes, but that's what I like. I like it.
Yes.
I like it. I'm not mad at you.
But it's true.
Yeah, she's right. True. It is true. So I'm trying to get this in here, and
hold it, push it forward, down. Oh no, you went down too fast, baby. Yeah. Don't go down that fast. Go down slow. Right there. Okay.
Okay. On the Savage, The wrapper is a Maduro. This is a full Dominican cigar, so it's considered a puro. It also contains some HVA and a few other things that we can't talk about. So I'm going to tell you certain things about a cigar. I'm not going to tell you everything because you got people out there that are waiting to hear how we make these cigars.
Well, hey, it's proprietary, you know, so hey,
Right.
you can't have it all.
Right. Now you can get a little bit, but you won't get enough. You won't get enough to build it. With this one, you're going to get some, depending on the person. You can get some sweet notes. You can get some sweet notes. You can get a little coffee. You're going to definitely get a little pepper with this. So be prepared to get a little pepper. And I try to explain to people, it's not harsh. And one thing about Big Boys, I said it earlier, we're not trying to, you know, if it's a full body cigar, we're not trying to drag you into the dirt. We make them smooth so that you can enjoy them. You want to smoke a cigar and you want to relax. That's the only way to smoke a cigar. If you're smoking a cigar and you don't enjoy it and relax with the smoke, that cigar is not the one for you. It's not the one to smoke anyway, because I think cigars are to be enjoyed. You want to smoke, you want to relax, so you can have conversations with people, have a good time. You know, everything is just smooth. But when it's a harsh stick, I'll put them down in a minute.
Well, what I want to share with the viewers, if you were listening, and I know that you guys are listening, Maduro is a sweet leaf.
Yes.
And that's why you're going to get those sweet notes when you're smoking that particular blend. It helps to balance out the pepper that he just mentioned about. And so don't be afraid to try this particular stick, because the misconception is, oh, Maduro's got to be strong. That's not exactly accurate, because Maduro is a sweet leaf. It's just put in there to heighten the other flavors in the notes that are in the binder and the filler. Is that correct, sir?
That's true. Now, one thing people need to understand about cigars, you can get a stick that's real dark, and the first thing people think, oh, it's strong.
Yes.
That doesn't mean it's strong. That does not necessarily mean it's strong at all. What it means is, in some cases, if it's considered a mild cigar and it's real dark, some companies put oil on their leaves to give them that darkness. They spray them with a little oil, which in turns, they're going to burn faster. They're going to burn faster, things like that. But when it comes down to a cigar, it can have the lightest color leaf and be the strongest cigar.
Absolutely.
It's what you put on the inside. Your filler is what makes it gives you those strengths. It's not always the wrapper, you know, so just keep that in mind.
Right. It becomes the education. That's why I said it's important. If you're going to do it, you will enjoy this entire industry a whole lot more if you slow yourself down and take advantage of the education that Big Boy Cigar, is giving you right now. So go ahead, sir.
Okay, so we're going to look at the last one we did in the Big Boy series. It's called the Vintage. We had a lot of people asking us, "Hey, we need
Wait, we got some feedback.
We got some feedback. A lot of feedback.
Rod, you did it. It's because of Rod.
Oh,
go ahead, Jay.
Sorry about that. That was the difficulties.
Well, again, this is the last one we did in that series because people were asking us for something strong.
What's the name of it? Start over, because the feedback, I don't think it came
through here. Okay, this is called the Vintage.
Okay.
All right. This was the last stick that we did in the Big Boy series. And people have asked us, are we going to do any more in the Big Boy series? Right now, no. We're going to keep the 3 that we have from the original Big Boy series because we have other series of cigars.
Okay.
And we had a lot of guys asking us for a 60 gauge or larger at the time stick that was full body. So that's why we came up with.
Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So we came up with the vintage. This cigar is a beautiful smoke. And when I say it's a beautiful smoke, I enjoy this one also. So this is one of my to go tos. It is not my favorite to go to, but it's one of them. So it's this one has a little bit of the wrapper is a little bit of Havana. The filler is Corojo. Hold on, let me say that right. Corojo.
Corojo.
Yes, HVA.
Corojo.
No, Corojo.
Yeah, Corojo.
Okay, Corojo. I got
you.
Yeah. and then we have a little HVA in there. Like I said, HVA is one of our secret leaves that we've noticed that we have it in the majority of our sticks because it's a flavorful leaf that gives our customer, the smoker, something to look forward to.
It really balances out. I think it probably balances out that
Yes.
blend. So I can get with that. So we have the signature, we have the savage, and we have the vintage. Right.
Yep. And this
I have excellent recall, so that's why I was putting it.
I see.
Yeah.
It's got some coffee notes, a little bit of pepper. You can get some woodiness out of this.
Oh, I love woodsy, earthy. That's my zone personally.
Well, that's a great zone to be in because when you're out smoking in the backyard or you're smoking with some people who frequent the hunting arena, which I've been around some of those guys, they love it. They tell me all the time, bro, I love this. So we have a stick that we designed after one of our workers passed away. He was working on the blend, and when he passed away, we thought that it would be befitting to his family and him to come out with a stick. I don't know if you can see that.
That's beautiful. Turquoise is one of my favorite colors.
Okay, so this is called the Lucio. So Lucio. This stick is a medium to full body. No, a mild to medium, and it has it's a Dominican Puro. So and it has a lot of leaves in it that people might know. But the main lip, it's not. I should have said it's not a Dominican Puro. That's what I meant to say.
Okay.
It's not a Dominican Puro because it has a San Andreas leaf in it.
Okay.
So we decided to do something different with this. After he had started the creation on it, we finished it, and every the proceeds from this stick goes to the family.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Only because it's the best thing to do. The Dominican Republic is a nice place to visit for people who just visit, but when you live there, it's not that easy. So you want to help people out as much as you can. We've got to get back to giving, and so that's what we're doing with this. And
absolutely,
it's got a lot of pepper. It's got a lot of sweetness to it. It's got some earthiness to it. But one thing that you're gonna find out If you look at any of our Instagram, social media, we did a review with this stick. We went to a cigar spot, Chateau Wine and Cigar Lounge up in Johns Creek.
Yes.
And
that's
we
where I
went
play my
there.
poker.
That's where you play poker. So you play poker with those guys, with the big guys. So
well, I like to think that they're playing with me, but go ahead.
Okay. So we went there and they have a thing called Bible study where they have a book that looks like a Bible, an old Bible, but it's actually a cigar review book. So they did a review on this stick. Guess what number we got after the review?
Number 1.
Actually, we got 94.
Yeah, that's a number 1. The reason why I already know this is because, like I said, it's one of my locations.
Mm-hmm.
I probably should not have revealed it because some of my fans are more aggressive than the others. But if they come up there messing with me, that's something else. But I was familiar because I was called and I was told about it. And because and you may know James Ward.
Yes.
He's there.
I know James. Yeah.
Right. And so he had told me, because I was telling him, oh yeah, I'm going to be talking to those guys, because James does actually a cigar series with me. That we do with Sports-A-Delic. So that is good stuff. That is real good stuff.
So I'm learning so much about James now. I didn't know he knew you. Now, now I know.
Well, we're going to really jump some stuff off, particularly in June. Mm-hmm. James' birthday is June the 26th. Mm-hmm. My birthday is June the 27th.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you. Sean Williams with General over there at Cohiba, he's June the 28th. So it's all about showing that cancer love that last week. And so we're going to be doing a June party. And what I want to do is have, the smaller blenders, smaller companies like yourself, come out and post up and set up and have people, show their patronage and get some quality sticks.
Well, that'll be good.
Yeah,
Let me know the date.
Well, I decide to do it. Well, I'm selfish, so I would probably on my birthday on actual June the 27th.
My birthday is March 31st.
Okay, well, I know now.
Mm-hmm. Now you know.
Now you know.
So, the Lucio was the second series of sticks that we decided to do.
Okay.
And now we decided to do our final series of sticks. So what we'll do is we'll build from the Lucio, and we'll build from this new series called the Dirty South. I'm from the South. Bankhead is a very familiar place for me. And so we created a stick called the Dirty South Bankhead.
Oh, I love the construction on that.
This is a box press,
yes.
Torpedo.
Yes.
This is one of the first box press torpedoes I've seen.
And does that have a little pigtail on it?
It has a pigtail.
Okay. All right.
All you have to do is twist it off. Love this stick. This is my second favorite stick. And then the Lucio, and then the vintage. But so we got this one. Again, this is the Bankhead. It has a lot going on with the Bankhead. And when I say a lot going on, it has a lot going on.
Okay.
So I'm about.
So I'm assuming there's some power to it. Is that going to be our full? Yes.
It's a full body stick. Again, it's a 70 gauge, 5.5 box press torpedo. It's also, I'm gonna wave it around like this. It's also a Brazilian Maduro, stick wrapper. We got a little HVA, some San Andreas in it. some Coronajo, as you say.
Mm-hmm.
It's a full body stick. But one thing that you're gonna like about it, you can smoke it with any spirit, coffee and wine. That's your. You can go with that. You can go with tequila with this,
Mm.
and I like a good tequila with this. But again, it
Okay.
also goes well with the
I would think
the
probably with some of the finer bourbons and whiskeys.
yes, it goes well with a lot of those, but it also goes well with La Linda, um,
The rum
and
you were talking about
yeah,
earlier.
that Dominican rum.
Hmm.
Only because it brings out the flavors. Um, Glenlivet's, yes, it goes well with that too.
Okay.
I've had that. So, but I tell people, why don't you try the stick and then try your favorite beverage with it, because it may go well with your favorite beverage. Your favorite beverage might be Kool-Aid, and hey, you say, hey man, it goes well with Kool-Aid. I can't tell you it doesn't, but those were my choices. You know.
Absolutely. Yeah. I just like for the viewers because I have some beginners
Mm-hmm.
and they're constantly like, what should I drink with this? What should I drink with it? Because,
Mm-hmm.
they want to be in the lifestyle, as they say. And I try to emphasize the best cigar in the world is whatever you have in your mouth that you enjoy at that time. And the only thing in the world that can fuck it up is the wrong person to your left or to your right.
Yes,
Now,
that's
if I'm
it.
wrong, I'm wrong, but I done had the experience, and I'm telling you, there's some people out here that have ruined my damn good cigar.
When you're having a conversation with them,
Well, you're trying not to, and that's what I'm saying. They're forcing it. They're
Yeah.
forcing it, or they're talking about some sinister story, something that you know. I didn't come to the lounge to get the verbal version of the news.
right? I came to the
It's
lounge
about
to sit back,
relaxing, to relax.
to sit
Exactly.
back, relax, and have a conversation with real people. You
Right.
know.
Now,
So
Rod, hold on for me one second. Hold on for me one second. Rod,
yes,
um, the bluff.
Yes.
Tell us what you can, the intricate details about that leaf without divulging, the coup de grace, because I know some of this stuff is protected. So I get that.
Of
So,
course.
but would you share with the viewers what you can share, the intimate detail?
Mm. Ah, it's hard for me to discuss it without disclosing the full leaf, the full main ingredients. But I
Okay.
can say this. Um, it's just a light, thin cigar leaf. It's a light, thin leaf, premium leaf.
Well, is it
I
is it like is it like latex condom thin or what?
no, no, it's
Lamb,
not latex. No,
lamb,
no, no,
lambskin
not
thin?
not
What?
not lambskin.
Okay.
If you want to compare,
I'm
actually,
trying
it's
to
a
give the
little.
viewers a.
So actually, it's a little thicker than your 1.5 papers you were talking about earlier. So
Okay.
it'll
So we
give you
need a
that
reference
same,
point. Okay.
yeah, it'll give you that same texture, but it won't burn as fast.
Okay. All
It
right.
won't burn as fast.
Okay.
I can't. I'm sorry, I can't disclose everything because
I understand.
I just can't. You know what I mean?
I
I
understand.
can't give you the flavor.
I
well,
understand.
he can tell you
But
what color bag it comes in.
Yeah, it's gonna be in a black bag, matte color, green label, stuff like that. It's gonna be a nice presentation.
okay. Can you give us a little insight, like when open that bag up, what kind of smell we would get? You got to give me something, Rod.
Okay, I'm
Damn.
gonna give you something. All right, so when you open the bag up, it's gonna smell like you just step foot in the DR, like you're standing in the
Mm,
field, like you're
mm.
standing in the tobacco field. So it's gonna give you that island getaway flavor. Just
Okay.
like you just blew out the smoke, like you was on the beach or something. It's gonna
Right.
give you that. So it's gonna make you
Okay.
want to take your time and smoke it. So if you don't have the time to sit down and smoke it right, wait till you got the time because it's a nice leaf. So I would take it if I was still smoking. I would put
Mhm.
it in the grinder, grind it up well so you can get a nice, good roll out of it.
Okay.
And then take your time, get your best spirit or
Mhm.
beer, whatever you choose to pair with it,
Okay.
and smoke it. Yeah,
Okay.
I would suggest take your time and do it. Like,
Okay.
you know, me picturing you making me think about if I had a long day and I just needed to really unwind and my cigar won't do it, I'll take my time and roll the bluff, put my feet up, put my favorite movie on, and just smoke. You
All
know,
right. All right. Okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. Thank you for that. Um, we're going to continue on with Jay, as far as the products.
yeah, I couldn't hear
Well,
y'all earlier. I had to start over because I was out of it.
okay.
I can see, but I couldn't hear you.
Well, but for round two, Rod, I'm going to get you, straight.
She gonna get you straight.
I'm always straight. Believe that.
Okay. That's why we had the feedback. Okay.
All right. So the last one that we have is called the Dirty South ATL Shouty. It's
Okay.
exactly what you say, what you see. ATL Shouty is a honey vanilla flavored stick. Very, very tasty. Most people that smoke it right out of the gate, they love it. It has a Connecticut wrapper. It's a Dominican Puro, so we didn't add anything to this. It's very mild stick. Um, it's just that when you're smoking it, all you smell is honey vanilla, and the tip is sweet,
Mm-hmm.
and and you taste the honey vanilla. So I think that we did this. We hit it out the park because we only did one stick like this only because we wanted to create a buzz. We don't want to have 4 or 5 different flavored sticks. We wanted one signature stick for the Dirty South uh, um,
Right.
series. And with the Dirty South series, uh, we can grow with it because it's all about the South. We're coming out with another stick. Um, it's gonna. We're looking at late summer. We're gonna come out with
Okay.
another one for the Dirty South series, and I think that people are gonna like it. That the only thing I can tell people is we're coming with another one, and I think they're gonna like it. Um,
Okay. Another one.
yeah, it's gonna be worth the wait.
Okay.
It's gonna be worth the wait.
Uh, it's something that I would try, just because I like to be as authentic as possible
Hmm.
with my viewers, and because when I'm sent cigars for the cigar series, I really do enjoy them. For me, if it's my first time smoking any cigar, I do it with a tall glass of cranberry juice on ice because I like to constantly clean my palate as I'm going through so I can really determine what I like about that particular cigar or
Right.
what I may not like. And so that's why I go with the cranberry juice first time out. Then after that, if I like it, it's on,
Okay.
as far as my spirits, but that's what I recommend to people if they're kind of just starting out and they really want to catch those notes,
Hmm.
or cream soda, just anything that's going to allow you to clean your palate as you're going through it.
Hmm.
Because a lot of times, uh, one of my cigar series, I talked about, you know, believe it or not, your blood type, you know, your diet, all of these things are factors, obviously with your taste buds. And
Hmm.
so, and they may tell someone, oh, that stick that Big Boys did, it's trash, but they don't drink a lot of water. They were tried to enjoy the stick coming off 20-piece, extra fiery hot wings and shit. And so now you're trashing somebody's stick,
Hmm.
because you don't understand, the lifestyle that you're really in and all the other factors that may enhance or make your experience inferior to what you was expecting. And so I try to give that education as well.
Well, that's good.
So,
You might want to add ginger ale to your palate changing repertoire.
yeah, I do the Red Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Now I do also tell people, like, you got to be ready for the Red Rock, because ginger is a very, very strong spice, and Red Rock, they're not playing with that one.
Mm-hmm.
So absolutely. And sometimes I do. I have a juicer, and I'll just make a fresh, juice blend, just so I can just keep the palate, clean. I don't ever recommend orange juice, to something very citrus, because again, it's gonna, because cigars is about ingestion through your taste buds, and so you don't want that citrus, because it's gonna mess you up and mess up your experience. Okay. This has been a wealth of information. I do appreciate you guys coming on to Sports-A-Delic, sharing about your product and what's new for you guys in 22. Before we get out of here, I'm going to ask this question, because, there's always this battle between Dominican versus Nicaraguan, as far as cigars. And so tell the viewers, why Dominican is you guys' sweet spot.
Well, I think it's my sweet spot because it was the first cigar that I ever smoked was a Dominican cigar. When I was in the Dominican, it was the first time I ever smoked a cigar. So I fell in love with it.
Okay.
I like the diversity that the Dominican rollers can give you. They can give you something strong. They can give you something mild. They can give you something medium. But you'll always get a smooth smoke out of it. With to me, with a different type of stick like a Nicaraguan, it's always going to give you a punch, and that's just not my go-to, because it's almost like I was raised on a Dominican stick.
Right.
It was the first stick I ever smoked, and it was worth it. So at this point, I think that, to me, and I guess I'm being biased, but the Dominican stick it's gonna give me everything. I can do anything with a Dominican stick.
Okay.
So why deviate from that? I can make you a strong stick. I can do whatever I want to, but it's always going to be smooth. It's going to always be a smooth smoke.
Is there anything that you want to add to that, Rod?
He just about covered everything. I mean, just like our slogan, smoke and relax. I mean, it's just, that's what our thing. We didn't want it to be overpowering. We want you to be able to enjoy it.
Right. Well, that's a big reason I do not like at all Don Pepin. It's just a conjury of spice to the max, pepper to the max. But that's his signature. That's what he's known for in the industry. So you don't go and get a Pepin if you don't want to be Pepined, is what I tell people, because that's what it's bringing. I like hints of spice, hints of pepper. Now the new Firewalker CAO, I was initially afraid of that. Rodriguez had sent me a box to try, and I was afraid because he explained to me the whole process of it. And so I was thinking, this might be one of them spice peppery bombs but it's not. It's an excellent, cigar as far as that balance with the spice and the pepper. I just like little hints of it, personally. It's worth trying.
Yeah, I might try that one.
Because it's one of the few, might be the only cigar that the leaves were grown underneath the ground of the volcanic ash. and they did that to shrink the fermentation time from 9 months to 3 months because it's so hot up underneath there. And I was just like, wow, okay, it's just amazing what really goes into the cigar game. And I can appreciate, I know that you guys are serious when you start talking about the quality control, because that's what keeps it consistent. We don't want to grab a signature and we have this great experience, and then the very next one we buy two, and it's two damn different cigars. It's like, because I'm the person that's gonna call and be like, Jay, what's going on? With the blends, like, and so that's why that's important. And so hats off to you guys. I wish you nothing, but success, and certainly anything that I can do, to aid in that, I'm certainly willing to do. And definitely, I want to get you guys back on, ride when you get your baby in, because I want people to be able to see it and have you, when you have your baby in the hand, you can just talk about all the, the details and stuff. So, because people are visual, that.
Yes, of course.
And once again, thank you guys. Jay, make sure that you call me and connect with me, because like I said, I do want to, give you a few items for the event this weekend.
Okay.
Now that I know where it's at, I will, certainly, show my face. And
okay, so we have another one too.
Okay.
That's Saturday.
Okay.
We're going to be at Iron Shield at Single Net. A lot of people don't understand that Gwinnett's not far. It just depends on where you're coming from.
Right.
And we're going to be doing, if you don't know what Iron Shield is, it's a brewery. And they have some of the best beer in Atlanta. So we're going to be there. That's going to be at 457 North Chestnut Street in Lawrenceville.
Okay.
And I think we're going to start about, if I'm not mistaken, we're going to start around 5.
Okay. Speaking of which, you guys are familiar with Lincoln Field Station? Are your product in Lincoln Field Station?
No, I haven't heard of that place.
Go to Lincoln Field Station. They specialize in craft beer and wine. They have a beautiful outdoor veranda, but it's weatherized. Everything's open face, but you can tell, and he has just a little room, a little closet. But man, when you walk into that humidor, the selection is impeccable. It's just like hand picked, and boutiques like yourself, he's a fan of, and so I recommend Lincoln Field Station. It's I think that'll be a good place for you guys to put your sticks as well. It's right at the other end of 124.
Okay, it's in Snellville.
Okay.
Yeah, it's awesome, beautiful place. Nice little getaway, as well. And they let you and you can bring your own food. They don't serve any food, but it's an awesome little spot. And any other place that I can think of that you guys may need to get some placement, I certainly, will turn you on to it. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Now, before we go, do you all have any questions you want to ask me? Normally, people want to ask me questions.
Yeah. Why are you so mean to me?
Well, because like I said, you came off with all that DMX shit. Yeah, and I was just like, whoa, well, just bring it down, Jay. Because he came in, he was dressed, to the nines, and he was like, well, I just wanted to come out because, usually I work from home. And I was just like, oh my God, loosen up.
She's funny.
But he didn't remember me until I came back, and it's like, yeah, right outside. Yeah, we were talking. Then he loosened up. So
yeah, but
thank God for lubrication.
Yeah, my apologies. You know, my apologies.
Right. Yeah. So, but like I said, I'm looking forward to trying, the product.
Well, I got something for you. So where you gonna be at tonight?
I do not answer questions like that on air. You have my phone number.
I'll call you.
I'm like the NFL. I got to protect the shield.
Of course.
Yeah, whatever. She go.
Well, I don't have any questions. But
Damn, you can't even just pull out. Like I played professional basketball. I played at Clemson University. I played in all the courts. I had an experience with R. Kelly of it, the old run and shoot.
Okay.
He on you, did you?
That the old running.
Well, the experience was, I peed on him because he didn't know that I. He didn't know that yeah. So that was my experience with him. So I know damn well he wasn't trying to make anything happen with me because I embarrassed him.
Well, tell me something about your show. How long you been doing this? How long is your show?
Man, it's I've only been right at 7 months, but it's been growing like wildfire. I did a video about RG She, and that went viral because I really went off because he's going to do this tell-all book. It's something I retired 13 months now. I was a counselor, and all of my friends, particularly my male friends, was always kind of intrigued by my overall sports knowledge. But I have my Uncle Man played professional baseball. My late Uncle Leroy, played basketball. He got to the ABA level. My brother was, very athletic. My sister was #1 in the state in track. I've always been around, sports. But I remember very distinctively my brother saying, "Oh, no guy want to be sitting around a damn woman and watching the game and she all this chatter and don't know what the hell she's talking about. It's irritating." So that always stuck in my mind. And I pride myself on being a Sports-A-Delic. And when people subscribe to my channel, become a Sports-A-Delic. And Sports-A-Delic is about stats and facts. I don't give a damn about your opinion.
Okay.
I don't care nothing about your opinion.
Said, who's your team then? What's
I have a total
basketball team. Who's your football team?
Women's basketball forever will be Clemson. That's where I laid it on the line.
Okay.
When I finished 4th all time in 3-pointers. Men's basketball, I love the Tar Heels. I really do. I like the Tar Heels.
Really?
They didn't make it far this March, did they?
Yeah.
Yeah. But and then I already know that no Falcon fan can ever come for me. But just as a little girl, I liked Washington Redskins football team, now Commanders, because as a little girl, I just liked the colors because it's the same school colors, nothing more, nothing less. And then we hadn't always been the trash that we have deteriorated to. Snyder, once Jack Kent Cook, once they sold to him, since '98, we have just been shells of ourselves. So, baseball, it's all about them Yankees. UFC,
come on, man.
UFC is about bones. Bones.
Braves,
So we hang up now.
Braves. Come on.
Are you all still holding on to the shit that happened in here?
We Braves fans.
No, but I'm just saying you still holding on to what the Yankees did to you all way back when. Let that go,
man. I mean, the Yankees ain't the same caliber anymore either.
Once Steinbrenner passed, that was it. But having our family, we're from the Bronx, so
well,
that's
why it makes sense now.
Mm-hmm. See, I understand now.
Yeah,
I'm a Denver Broncos fan. So, what do you think about Russell Wilson going to Denver? Think it's a good match?
I think as long as he's allowed to focus and really get himself nestled in there, I think it's because I think you all have Waddle as the receiver,
Yeah.
and so he has an absolute threat, and I think it's going to be hell because I think with the AFC, you have very few massively scrambling quarterbacks.
Right.
And so the defenses are going to, catch a lot of hell, with Russ, and then, but the organization, I mean, we all know that Elway know what he's doing out there. So be interesting to see.
They should.
Speaking of football, man, I'm glad Deshaun Watson got all this stuff cleared up, man. And he's
Go Clemson.
play again.
You see, I'm representing at all times.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. So, but they were talking like he may go to Carolina.
The Saints in Carolina is coming at him hard.
Yeah, I think he'll be a good fit in Carolina, though.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, I told someone that I'm expecting. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes to Carolina for several reasons. It's close to Clemson where he played. It's close to Gainesville,
Exactly. Home,
yeah, it's closer to home. But I wouldn't be surprised if we're like, where the hell did that come from? Because you remember Kyler Murray then stripped all of his Arizona stuff off of, and he was, if not this year, next year he would be ready to sign his massive contract. So we know cap space is there. And Deshaun, and DeAndre Hopkins, two Clemson guys, and they were doing it, the Texans. So I could picture that, as well. Just something wild. I think Brady's going to end up, I think he's going to probably end up with the 49ers. I don't think that he just came back.
That's true.
I think he's going to retire.
That's true. No,
He
already said
he came out. He put it out there.
Yeah, he coming back.
It was actually because of LeBron James sent him a text.
Calvin Ridley, man.
See, but this is what I want. I wanted desperately to pull for the home team because I live here.
Yes.
I can't have two teams that are schizophrenic. I can't do it. And then Calvin, mental health, that's a passion of mine, certainly being a counselor. And I'm just saying maybe he wasn't really working on his mental health because damn well 1,500 is going to cost you $11 million. So something has gone wrong with him, right?
I mean, where's his PR? Where's his manager at? I mean, come on. I mean, let's get it together.
I don't know. And like I said, the Falcons, Matt Ryan isn't like a Tom Brady. He's
garbage.
He's not taking no pay cuts to try to.
He's garbage.
Oh my goodness, man.
He's garbage.
But I did say,
on and on about them.
But I did say on my podcast. Now I did say, on my YouTube channel, I did say that. Where are the Atlanta fans? Where's the organization? Because they should have been pushing for Cordell Patterson to be in discussion for MVP. Because MVP is supposed to be the guy, if you take him off the team, no matter what success is there, you won't have any of that. And he's the only guy in the league that was leading the team in running back yards, right? Receiving yards, punt yards, and I love him. He's hard nosed. I just love him.
He got a passion for the game, man. You can tell the way he runs. He's just a beast, man.
Yeah, I love that guy. I really do, because you can see the heart in his performance, and I think you guys are gonna keep him, or I hope that you do. Let me say that.
Well, I mean, last but not least, go Dogs. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna leave it at that.
No, I was glad to finally see Kirby stop being scared of Saban and just go ahead and beat the man, and but I had told people I don't know what to expect out of Clemson. And I knew when we were on the 5-yard line and all we walked away with was a field goal, this is not the same Clemson Tiger team. So,
Yeah.
And I knew whoever won that game. Now, I did say, I don't know what to expect because ETN, our big running back, I don't know what to expect. But whoever wins the Georgia Clemson game will win the national championship. I did say that early in the season, and because Alabama, they are who they are, not to take any credit away, but I know damn well they don't ever want to see Clemson. Especially after that 44-16 ass kicking. So there's no excuses with that game. That's why you got your ass kicked. You got beat down. So the fans couldn't say anything. The commentators, you got your ass beat. So, but I enjoyed it. Thanks for the Sports-A-Delic, chiming in there because it's sports and everything else.
Hey.
And hey, to the viewers, make sure that you get to these locations, get to the website, and support these gentlemen because they're doing big things. They've already told you they ain't bluffing. And before we get out of here, would you just tell the viewers, Jay, again, what your handles, your social media handles, and your website, please?
Okay. All of our social media is at Boyz Cigars, BOYZ Cigars.
Okay.
That's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. The website is TikTok. Yeah, same with TikTok.
Okay.
Instagram is not Instagram, but the website is www.cigars.com.
Okay. Consistent branding across the top. I just hate dealing with companies and none of it is the same. However you follow them on Facebook is not how you can get to them on Instagram. I don't like that. But again, thank you guys. I enjoyed it. And like I said, I look forward to connecting with you guys this weekend. And certainly, Jay, I want to connect with you to get those items to you in advance. In the event, that because sometimes Ike Turner shuts me down and I'm not able to get out like I think I am.
Wow.
And I keep saying, I'm not Tina, man. I am not Tina. But that's my own personal shit coming out. I apologize.
Eat the cake, man.
Fair enough. You guys enjoy the rest of your afternoon. And again, thank you all for coming on Sports-A-Delic, and we'll see you soon.
All right. Thank you for having us.
No problem. Bye-bye.